Hey everyone, we're about to unlock a really powerful part of your Windows computer that, honestly, most people never even touch. It's called the command prompt. And trust me, it's the real key to taking total control of your machine.
Just think about it for a second. What if, instead of just pointing and clicking your way through everything, you could just tell your computer exactly what to do? What if you had a direct line right to the heart of the operating system?
I mean, this is the world we all live in, right? The familiar graphical interface with all its windows, buttons, and menus. It's comfortable, it's visual, and it's how pretty much all of us learned to use a computer. But lurking just beneath that friendly, colorful surface is something else. A simple, stark black screen with nothing but a blinking cursor. This is the command prompt, and this is where the real power is hiding. So what exactly is this thing? This kind of secret door inside your computer? All right, let's pull back the curtain and find out what's really going on. To put it simply, CMD, or the command prompt, is just a way to have a direct conversation with Windows. So instead of using your mouse to click on visual stuff, you're typing in text commands, and the system just does it instantly. But why bother typing when you can just click, right? Well, it really boils down to two huge things: incredible speed and pinpoint precision. With just one command, you can do things that would normally take you dozens of clicks to get done. You know, the usual routine. To do even a simple task, you might have to click a button, which opens a menu, and then you have to hunt around to find and select the right option. It's a whole chain of actions. But with the command prompt, that entire chain of clicks just gets compressed into a single line of text. You type it, you hit enter, and bam, the job is done. That incredible efficiency, that's the real secret to its power. And this difference in efficiency, it creates this massive gap between a standard user and someone who's really mastered the command line. Let's take a look at this, a tale of two users. So on one side, you've got the regular user. They're relying on the graphical interface, which can be slow for big operations, and you're pretty much limited by the options they give you. But then you have the professional user. They use CMD to execute commands directly. They can control the system with absolute precision and knock out really complex tasks with just a few simple commands. That's the pro's edge. So what kind of power are we actually talking about here? Because these aren't just little shortcuts we're discussing. We're talking about gaining some honest-to-goodness system-level superpowers. You can do things that are either a huge pain or just flat-out impossible with only a mouse. I mean, imagine renaming 100 files at once with a single line of text, or diagnosing your network connection by talking directly to your system. You can even write simple scripts to automate all those boring, repetitive jobs. These aren't just functions, they're your new superpowers. Okay, I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. That black screen looks intimidating. It seems complicated, maybe even a little scary. So let's just address that fear head on. This is the common myth, isn't it? That the command line is some cryptic, secret tool that's just for elite hackers typing away in dark rooms. It's a powerful image for sure, but it's one that holds a lot of people back. But the truth is actually something completely different. The reality is that CMD is not a hacking tool. It's a tool for understanding how your computer really works. It's for taking control and for elevating your skills to a truly professional level. So the key is to stop seeing it as a tool of mystery and start seeing it as a tool of mastery. You see, learning to use the command prompt isn't just about memorizing new commands. It's about getting a fundamentally new perspective on how you interact with your computer. At the end of the day, it's not just a black screen. You need to think of it as the key that unlocks direct, unfiltered control over the entire Windows operating system. It's the difference between being a passenger and actually being the driver. And that leads us to this final thought. When you master the command line, a really profound shift happens. You stop being limited by the menus and buttons the system decides to show you. You will finally control the system instead of the system controlling you.